And we are back with another week of Droughtlander under our belt. Week 10 is finished, or just about there. And to celebrate, I decided to do a live stream for my members. That has been cut down to today's video, which you are lucky because it was 40 something minutes long throughout many mistakes that I made. So we have a condensed version just for you at about 16 minutes long. I do hope you enjoy these little bits of Sam Heughan, his travels, and the odd fears that come with being an adventurer like Mr. Heughan. So join me as we go through a few of his more interesting comments on the Kelly Clarkson show, as well as a few posts he's made and some related artistry for Outlander and Diana Gabaldon's next book. We are celebrating Droughtlander, and I wanted to introduce you to yet another coloring book released based on the Outlander books. This is volume 2. I would love to see any pictures that you guys have colored if you have volume 1 or have already purchased volume 2, because it would be really fun to share the activities that kind of keep us busy during Droughtlander. And that goes for any cosplay or decorating ideas around the house, anything Outlander inspired. If you'd like to share a picture or image, I should say, of anything that you've done creatively concerning Outlander, and wouldn't mind me sharing it on a later video, probably one better put together than this one today, I would be happy to do that if you would be happy to share them. And obviously give you credit for the work that you've done. For the video up here, you'll see that I have left it so that it's easy for you to see where I am going to get the information up here, but I will have the sources included below. This Outlander coloring book, I really think I might want to get one now that I've talked about it so much. I want to do something creative with both of their outfits, and I've said this, but I'm going to say it again. Purple is a good color. I don't know why people didn't wear more purple. It was probably really hard to dye it. It's really hard to dye it. So, Outlander coloring book, though, for the creative person inside who would love to give life to the costumes, to the events happening at Outlander. And yeah, so that's one fun thing to keep us busy during this difficult time. Now, while we are looking at what little news we have in the world, I did want to show you again, and I'm sorry for my members who are watching this a second time live, that Jimmy Fallon had Sam on, and Sam, being the drink aficionado that he is, decided to make Jimmy a drink. And it did not go quite as well as you might think. It had gin, lemon juice, it says on here, some simple syrup. The guy loves a simple syrup. And an egg, a raw egg. And strangely enough, it wasn't the raw egg that went wrong. However, Sam started to shake the drink, and he confesses, I already messed this up, Jimmy, right here. And then Jimmy says, you did? Were you not supposed to put... And Sam says, it's okay. Fallon gives the audience a concerned look, and Sam says, no, it's all going to be fine. But he admits that he should have dry shaken the gin without the ice, and then the whole shaker is stuck together. He is unable to pull it apart. It must have taken him a little while. Must have managed it at some point. But he tells Jimmy he just can't get it open. And so later on, they share some recipes, but he does get it open. Now remember, this right here, that's a raw egg in the drink. I'm not drinking anything with raw egg in it. I'm not Rocky. There's no need for me to be fight ready. So I don't put eggs in my drinks. That would have been questionable to me. But Jimmy, the brave man that he is, went ahead and drank Sam's concoction and said it's not bad. The gin makes it taste good, is what Fallon said, which is sort of kind of what Sam would want to hear because it's his gin. That's the whole point of the drink. And I thought that was a cute story. I would have included it with my clips, but then I wouldn't have been on at 6 o'clock in time to make 3 different mistakes before I even got to the part where I'm saying hi, happy Droughtlander. So that was a funny story. Now, as far as funny things go, I do have quite a bit of Sam's stuff to share because this past week he was on Kelly Clarkson yet again. Kelly does a good interview with him, and Sam is so personable. It's not hard to do. But there were some funny clips that I kind of cut down and cut out, named them so I could show you in the right order the ones I wanted to show you, and just to give you an idea of one, how strange Sam is in some of his answers and discussion points on interviews, and how my crazy brain works when naming the multiple files that often go into either preparing a live or creating a video on its own by itself. My first one is just called Sam Loves Legos. And hopefully all the sound will work properly in here, and you will find out why Sam
Camilla, I'm
loves Legos.
such a fan of Legoland. Can I go with you?
Oh my God. Yes.
I just bought the R2-D2 and I'm struggling. It's for like 5 to 10-year-olds.
Oh, I've done Yoda.
You've done Yoda?
Yeah, I bought it for my son.
I don't have an excuse to buy it for anyone else.
I just own it. Like,
Yeah.
it's fun, and it kind of is very calming and therapeutic.
Gotta love the Legos. My daughter loves Legos as well. She has one of those big bins. It's nothing but Legos. And I won't say we've built some crazy stuff, but she will come up with some really interesting, often robot designs that she likes to bring up and share. So love Legos. Legos are great for kids. One other video, actually I have 3 other videos, but this one, I'm going to save that one for last. And this one I really enjoyed because it gives us a little kind of a personal view into Sam. We think of him as playing Jamie, this strong, brave, often worrisome, but really kind of nothing has him falter. He sort of moves forward despite all things. And Sam is very much an adventurer too. Going with Graham to New Zealand and exploring the islands there and the varying environments there. It had to be a spectacular adventure. However, even Sam doesn't like all things about his adventures, and I thought this was a fun thing to share. And I've simply named this one called Sam Doesn't Like Helicopters.
I cannot stand helicopters.
Oh,
you don't
God.
like them either, right?
Right, listen, I, in New Zealand, had to go on a helicopter ride. It sounds amazing. We flew up 7,000 feet up into Milford Sound, on top of a glacier in the height of summer. Helicopters, yeah, I don't trust them.
Yeah.
And I was in a kilt. Riding in a helicopter with a kilt on can be a bit drafty,
Oh.
I have to admit. But I was standing on a glacier in commando, so I feel like it's a first. I don't love helicopters. I recently had to come back into New York via helicopter. It was amazing flying into the city. It's such an incredible city. But the whole time, I was just staring at the captain because he kept looking down. I'm like, what's he looking at? Is something broken?
Oh, no.
I was pretty freaked out, yeah.
And I can't blame him if the pilot is looking down. You see it on TV shows a lot. The pilots are looking down while they're helicopter piloting, and what are they looking at? Are they looking for an emergency place to land? I would not blame Sam for being concerned and worried about why are they looking down? What are they looking for? Now this next one. Believe it or not, yeah, this one is going to be a good one. It's got an image that I've shown on here at least once, probably twice. It's not well, maybe not this particular image, but we've all seen Sam's kneecaps, and Kelly is rather impressed with the way he looks having a visit to New York. That same visit that he was talking about in the helicopter, but yeah, this is a good one. This one is simply called Sam's Sporin.
We saw this photo of Sam in New York that I really wanted to show everybody because, I mean, are you trying to pick up every woman in New York? Was that the goal? Like, what do you keep in the bag? What's in the bag?
What's in the bag?
It's like a really fancy fanny pack.
Yeah.
I like it. Yeah.
It's a bit like the Tardis. I've got everything in there. I mean, what can you get in your sport? That's a sporin. Keep your mobile phone, your lip salve, and
Okay.
Anything else? Crab apples, maybe.
Oh, crab apples. There you go.
Crab apples. Because they had crab apples in the drink, Sam had poured, Kelly's people had poured some of Sam's gin into a drink, and they made it a little light on the alcohol so that Kelly would not become inebriated on the show. But the apple slices in there is a crab apple. And so that's the crab apple reference there. Now, my very last one that I'm going to share of Sam on here, but not the end of this video, is going to be my favorite one, really. And you might not believe it, but Hobbit Sam can't get a woman. Well, a particular woman.
So we went to Weta, where they build all of this animatronics and
Yeah.
prosthetics, and they actually made me up. Unfortunately, it wasn't an elf, it was a dwarf. I got to play Groin the dwarf.
Okay.
And it was quite a transformation.
Perhaps I had stumbled onto the set of a cinema company filming a costume drama of some sort.
It is quite the transformation.
There he is.
Yes.
He
That
swears
guy
a
is
lot.
not picking up a lot of women in New York.
I don't know.
A guy, I mean, well, maybe a particular kind. Yeah.
So I was going to go with our stories next. Still got Sam mixing that drink there. And we're going to start with Sam's stories and see what he has to share here. We're going to check out Sam Heughan's story here. Hopefully it will load up a little better than last time. We've got something going on. I think he's just out enjoying the world, because that is a beautiful beach. What was it said? It said the Four Seasons. So yes, he's out, and that is really good too. I just ate, and that still looks good. That's beautiful. He shares some really amazing images, which I do appreciate. Speaking of amazing images, which one do you prefer? And of course, he's also sharing his gin, because, you know, if he doesn't tell people to go drink his gin, people might not go drink his gin. And really, what would be the point of making it if nobody drinks the gin? I still haven't gotten any gin. And finally, here Peaks Challenge. Now, for those of you who are watching this as members, I know you've seen some of these repeatedly, but got to get them in the right way, the right order. Even if I can't get sound properly, we just got to get the video. We've got something from Stephen Cree, and I want to check that out as well. We will take a look at Stephen Cree and see what he's got going on. Again, with like a sound. It's an aquarium. It's something going on in the aquarium. That makes way more sense. Could not figure out what the heck that was, but you can see the little bits of, well, little bits of bits floating by. And that is a opening and closing. I am assuming that is interesting. Wow. All right. Am I misunderstanding what that is? That is an underwater life form. Otterween. Oh, okay. So do otters like pumpkins? When you go, again, a really lovely a letter from America. When you go, will you send back a letter from America? Take a look up the rail track for Miami to Canada. Okay. Loch Lomond. And more otters. We have otters at our zoo too. They get a lot of attention because otters are cute, right? I mean, really. I'm gonna have us take a look at Sam's and see if he's got anything going on. Wow, I need to do more searching. It's like mad at me. There we go. And do we have anything new from our man Sam? Well, we just saw that. Welcome to the Four Seasons. All right. No, welcome. It says so. Welcome to Nevis. I don't know what what is a Nevis? It must be a town. Maybe that's where the Four Seasons is, because that's the only thing that makes any sense to me. At the beach. Yep. Who doesn't love to collect shells on the beach? That is a good time. It's my daughter's favorite time. And that is some good food. Oh, sushi. Haven't had sushi for a while. Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you, Sam, for sharing these amazing pictures. I appreciate that. Taking the time to share stuff like that. Us poor regular people. And there is Sam with Kelly. I'm not going to throw that again. We've got a message from the My Peak Challenge Conservancy, because this is October, and that is his time for supporting the ocean cleanup. Beakers all around the globe join the OCC challenge and have been collecting trash on their in their environment, reducing their waste and using reusable bottles all month long. I only use a water bottle, so that's yay me. But yeah, it's really important to make sure you're disposing of your refuse in the way that is the best for the planet. Rather you separate your recycling, rather you do compost to help reduce waste in that form. It's a really good idea to do what you can. And so I always think that's just really a really good guy who is just wanting to be a good guy, positive influence on the world around us. And that is about all we have for Sam on here. And since this has sort of been a Sam video, as strange as it's been and oddly put together, I'm going to go with it on here. He hasn't done too many new posts. Like most people, as you can see, my searches on results have brought me back to very little for a lot of people. Other than the odd story being posted, really information again about Outlander has not been big, hasn't been forthcoming, so it's been minimal. That is about all I have for this video. If you are a member and you watched this video, you are a brave person, and I apologize for the many mistakes that you had to go through while I was recording this. However, that is going to be all for this video. With any luck, an edited version of it without so many mistakes and ridiculous mess ups will be added later. Hopefully mildly entertaining for you guys. If you do enjoy this, don't forget to give the video a like and give a comment for what you do or don't want to see more of, other than, you know, maybe not make so many silly flubs, Katie, because, you know, I am totally good with that. And yeah, let's see, like, subscribe, comment. Obviously, that's how I find out what you like best and what you don't. It's not really part of this video, but please don't forget to support our actors who are still striking. Find a way to do what little you can, whether it's just spreading the word or making a post. Again, some people are forgetting why we're not getting new shows, and they're all upset at the actors, and you know, how dare they want to be able to pay rent. So support your actors and support those on strike near you. People don't go on strike frivolously. They go on strike because it's necessary to be paid, to be treated fairly, to get the necessities in life. So support your strikers. It does trickle down to you usually. If other people are getting raises in industries, guess what? The companies and other industries will have to compete with that pay. So as these strikers strike, as they are fighting for a better contract, don't forget, it's not just for them. It is for us, because eventually we'll get our entertainment back, and by actors who are happy with their job and happy with their pay. And that's what we want. We want them treated fairly. Until next week, because I will have a week 11 Droughtlander, probably a standard video, and unless I'm able to edit this to something normal, in which case I might try this again. Better prepared, because the first time, there's always problems. Have a really great rest of your week. I may or may not have a video out on Friday. If not, I shall have some shorts with the clips that I showed earlier. And I think that's about it. Love to all. And if you'd like some more Outlander, Droughtlander content, some Star Trek content, or more information on those strikes, you can find that here on this channel. I do try to keep us updated weekly on at least a couple of those issues. And until then, I will see you there. I have to go back and do that again, because once again, I messed up. Going by the theme of Katie makes mistakes, I just realized my microphone was way the heck over there. That almost worked, right? Bye, guys.